The older I get, I realize there's a lot of guys out here that's vulnerable. There's a lot of guys that don't know how to talk to women. They're fragile when it comes to dating. They're fragile when it comes to communicating. They're just not there. First things first, let's talk about Andrew Tate. When Andrew Tate came into the scene, you know, he was like the savior, right? Because he was chopping feminists' heads off, you know, verbally, right? He was like the Superman for the men. And it was pretty good because at that time, none of us had that. None of us had this guy that would speak for us. None of us had like a spokesperson. He was loud, he was aggressive, and he didn't give a fuck. I was actually happy that Andrew Tate rose to the scene and got the level of success that he did. I loved it because now we had our own superhero. The men had their own superhero to combat with these feminists, right? We were winning. So me, I'm a person where when you're talking, I listen. I'm a very good listener. And the more I started listening to Andrew Tate and his backstory, I'm like, yo, this guy's a phony. This guy is a fucking phony. He got us. He fucking got us. Here's what I mean. I'm not sure if you guys watched Andrew Tate, but one of the ways he got his success and his money, he was doing cam girls.
And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just famoosers, just laughing and doing this, their titties out, and they were talking to fucking ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it. If they'd come and say, well, what kind of, bro, all of it. We were fucking milking them dry. I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all.
Basically, he got his success off vulnerable men. One of the guys asked him, don't you feel bad that you were scamming those guys out of thousands of dollars? Like, they have the idea that they're gonna have sex with this woman, but really it's just you behind the scene typing.
You'd have
Did
a
you
guy.
feel bad or no?
Fuck no. To give a solitary fuck.
Did you tell like,
I
yo,
don't give a fuck.
So when I first heard that, I'm like, okay, this is not about the men. And then he came out with a course for vulnerable men. So on one hand, you're scamming men out of their money, thinking that they're talking to a cam girl, but it's really you on the back end playing with their emotions. And now you're going to start a school for those same men you took advantage of to help them. Those two things are contradicting. That's the part where I stopped listening to Andrew Tate. And finally, here's the last reason why I stopped listening to Andrew Tate. I'm not sure if you guys remember, there was a time when he was getting canceled. He got banned on all social media platforms, and he put out a video on his website where he was apologizing. You're apologizing? Why are you apologizing? You're supposed to be the alpha dude who don't give a fuck, but you're apologizing because of what you said. Why? So that was one of my reasons for not listening to Andrew Tate anymore. But back to my original point, a lot of men are so vulnerable when it comes to women. They don't know how to talk to them. They don't know how to treat them. It's like a process to them. It's a task. Me personally, I didn't know a lot of guys was dealing with this shit, to be honest with you, which is why Andrew Tate gained so much success, because he preyed on those vulnerable men, which is why I'm here, right? I'm here to break this shit down to you. I'm gonna help you. If you guys got a question, put it in the chat or click the link to start a live video with me, and we're gonna get straight to it.